This past weekend, I was scrolling through TikTok, as you do, and I kept coming across this video of Jake, the creator of Golden Hour. I'm sure you heard that song, it's massive, talking about how you can't play it on the piano.
If you listen to Golden Hour and try to play it on the piano, you'll realize that you can't because it's not in a key that exists on the piano.
Now, obviously, you can play Golden Hour on the piano because it was actually made using a piano. And what he was trying to say there was a little bit miscommunicated. And we'll get to the reason why in a moment. But what he says next even got me more confused.
There's only actually 12 keys in 440 hertz. But if we step outside of 440 hertz, there's an infinite number of keys, and each key evokes a different emotion. And so what about all these other missing emotions?
That is true to a certain extent. It's not as convoluted and as mastermind as Jake puts it out to be. There are 12 tones, right? And if I go ahead and take a tone and pitch shift it a little bit by a couple of cents, not semitones, a couple of cents, you're not going to really hear the difference between that note and the other one. Does that create a different key? Sure, maybe, but very micro key changes. Even if you have perfect pitch, you're not going to hear the difference between a couple of cents on a note, even if you're Charlie Puth. And Charlie, if you can do that, I'm really impressed. Now, I don't want all you music makers out there to think that there's like this infinite world of keys and pitches and notes that you can use in your music, because there's actually only 12 tones you can choose from. But back to the main question. Can Golden Hour be played on piano? So to better explain this, here we are in Logic Pro. This is my recording right here of Golden Hour, and here is the original. First, I'm going to go ahead and play the original one. Then let's go ahead and play my rendition. The pitch is off ever so slightly. Let's go ahead and play them together. And you start to hear this chorus effect because once again, the pitch is off ever so slightly. That is because Golden Hour is recorded at 432 hertz tuning, and my session is set to 440 hertz tuning, which is the standard worldwide, which has been the case since 1955. It used to be 432, now we're 440. And that changes things a little bit, as you can see right here. So the scale Golden Hour was played in is the exact same if it was played at 440 or 432. It's just going to sound a little bit different because the tuning of the instrument was set to a different reference point. So what we can do in Logic is go ahead and pitch or detune slightly my recording to make it tuned to 432 hertz. But how many cents do I have to go down? Well, to the Google. How many cents to go from 440 to 432? 31.76 cents. And that is how much pitch variation there is from 440 to 432. So let's take this number, go back into Logic, and we're gonna go open up our instrument right here. Now I can change my entire session's tuning, but it's easier just to change it within the instrument. So if I go to my pitch of the instrument right here, I'm gonna go ahead and paste in 31.767 cents down. Now, Logic is not gonna give you those decimal increments. It's just gonna round it up probably to 32. And now let's go ahead and take a listen to that piano. And let's go ahead and play it together and see if we have that chorusing effect. And now it sounds exactly the same because we've tuned our instrument to 432 hertz. We're in the same key. It's not like we changed the key or this infinite amount of keys. Same key, just tuned from 440 to 432 by pitching it down ever so slightly, by about 32 cents. So you can actually play Golden Hour by Jake if your piano is set to 432. If your piano is set to 440, which probably is because that's the standard worldwide, then you got to pitch it down 32 cents to get to 432. It's as easy as that. It's not infinite scale. That key that he was playing at 432 is the same key as it is in 440, just pitched a little differently. So there you have it. That's just my little rant on that video that I saw over the weekend, and hopefully that cleared things up if you're wondering about that song and why he said that and is it possible. Don't be discouraged. Do your thing. You know exactly what you're doing. Music is not as complicated as we make it out to be. If you have a question on this, we can go chat in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Later. Peace.